New York. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Fire in my bones, in my soul, can't control. Reach higher, thank you Lord. Grab my soul, it's time to go. I put on truth and grace, like wall paint, I proclaim I'm good on.
This is how we make it.
Welcome to How We Make It. So, for this episode, we will be showing you guys a couple of projects that we've been working on in the last couple of episodes that we finally finished up in this episode. Basically, some of them are like 3 sessions, some of them like 4 sessions, and we finally made it happen. We finally covered up the old tattoo and made the tattoo a completely new piece. So I'm excited to show you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you understand how the process goes as well. Where when we start off a project, it doesn't look like it's fully filled in on the first session, but all throughout the transition of the tattoo, we actually fill in everything and cover up the old tattoo. So it's a process and it takes time. For those who are really desperate to get a cover up done and would not want to spend for laser treatment, then this is the way to go. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done already. Welcome to How We Make It. Alright, so the outline chest piece that I don't understand. But right now we made it look like an actual tattoo. We added the whole look of rock formations and lava in there. We colored in and blended in the skull at this point. We made sure that it's a fresh tattoo and it doesn't look like what it used to look like before. But we still kept and reconstructed the elements to make it proportional. For this koi fish cover up tattoo, so you got the stars behind it, you got an eagle behind it, and it's all over the place. So we started off this tattoo 2 months ago. So we slowly built up, little by little, letting it heal and going back at it again, up to the point where we filled in all the elements, and at the same time made sure that the tattoo that was there before, you could no longer see it. Now it's just one more pass, it's completely done. I just need to make sure that the tattoo looks nice and crisp. For this wolf tattoo project, the old tattoo was actually wind bars and every single type of writing that you could find out there. So it didn't really match up the flow. I knew he wanted to go with a Japanese theme, but the idea was not executed properly. So what we did is I decided to cover up the whole thing with a Japanese flow of a wolf. So what we did on this session was completely fill in everything, put a little bit of color on the wolf, and the next phase of this, which is going to be the last session of this piece, will be the highlighting and enhancing the lighter tones to make the wolf pop out a lot more. So for this cover up, it's actually a tribal piece again that we made into a biomechanic flow. So what we did was incorporate the existing flow of the tribal piece and use the spacing and create our own flow for the biomechanic piece. So we did a final touch on the whole tattoo, added a little bit more of the lighter tones, and made everything kind of just reinforcing the highlights and bring out the depth a little bit more. Tattoo of the week, it's actually portrait pieces. So I love portrait pieces, and that's what I always put for a tattoo of the week. Normally I would just print out and then just trace, but this time I had to reconstruct the picture before I could even make it into a tattoo, because the pictures that he had was so blurry, it was so old and so depixelated that all I could do is retrace and redraw and make it the actual person's detailing and image, and to make it look like it's the person itself, on a fresh and a clear, crisp picture. So we did that before we actually tattooed the actual portraits. So I did it on both tattoos because both tattoos did not have any type of clear imaging. So I had to recreate that imaging in Photoshop, had to recreate the imaging on the actual stencil. So that's a little bit more of the process than normally you would go with. But then again, we were able to get it done. We were able to make it happen, and I love how these portraits look.